Give you an aloha hug. Oh, thank you so much. Aloha mai kako. Aloha mai kako. You know, when we say aloha mai kako, it's a much more personal greeting than just aloha. Aloha mai kako infers that we are close, that we know one another, or there is a personal relationship. And indeed, there is. So I'm so happy to be with you and to be up close and personal with you as well. I want to introduce you to a type of leadership where you can find loyalty and good communication among your work staff. How many of you here are managers? Oh, good. How many of you own your own businesses? Excellent, excellent. And how many of you are on a career path that will lead to one of those or the other? Very good. I'm sure that most of you are familiar with these terms. These are the Western world style personality categories. They're psychological types that help us identify a leadership style, a leadership model. How many personality types do you think are represented there? Because this is the scientific, psychological definition of personality types. Any guesses? 100. 1. Wow, from 100 to 1, it's somewhere in the middle. A little less. Less than that. Closer? 25. No.
25.
15. Oh, who said 15? Okay, there's actually 16. But since you were the closest, you get a treat. These are leadership styles. Do you recognize any of these? Have any of you ever identified your actual leadership style? Done a self-analysis? What did you decide you were? Transformational. I'm sure there's probably quite a few transformational leaders in this room. Now, you know, we're all on a life journey, and some of us are on short paths and we find what we are all about. We find our what, we find our why. Many of us don't have to wander far. And then there's people like me who have to go on global adventures repeatedly to figure out what our journey is really all about. When my journey brought me to Hawaii, I really found that I fit. I felt home. This was home for me. Hawaii resonated. Hawaiian culture resonated. The biggest thing I ever learned was what aloha is. And it's not what you think it is, necessarily, if your world is very small. But if you open your mind and you have a wide lens and you throw a large net, what you find is that the depth of aloha is deeper than our oceans. It is a consciousness. Let's understand the science of it, first of all. Aloha spirit really encapsulates and fuses scientific evidence with psychosocial behaviors to form the fundamental roots of all society. It really has everything to do with how we are, how we behave, how we treat one another. Are we all leaders in this room? Each one of us is a leader because we lead at least ourselves. And if you're married, if you have children, if you work in the workforce, you are leaders amongst other people. If you are active in any kind of social or civic group, you are leaders and you have influence. And you want to make sure that your influence is what is correct, what is pono, what is right, what is balanced, what is best for everyone. The aloha spirit can help all of us lead ourselves, and in so doing, lead others in the correct way, in a maximal way, efficiently and effectively. We are so blessed here in these islands in the middle of the beautiful Pacific Ocean that a remarkable woman named Pilahi Paki revealed what the aloha spirit was. It's a great legacy. We call her Auntie Pilahi. She really was a descendant of the Kamehameha line. What she did was bring to humanity this concept of the aloha spirit. She created it in the Hawaiian language, and for every letter of the word aloha, she gave it spiritual meaning. And this is the basis of aloha leadership. Aloha can actually reshape our world. This is much, much deeper than most leadership models, and you'll see why. It'll become a code for you, not only in how you work with others, but how you live your life, how you personally take what you know and apply it. When you are in the aloha consciousness state, whatever you do will express aloha. She said in the next millennium, the world will turn to Hawaii in its search for world peace because Hawaii has the key, and the key is aloha. When I heard her say this in a recording, and I then embraced aloha, and I then found everything I could find to read about Auntie Pilahi, and I then took the Aloha Spirit Law, which she was honored with by the legislature a year after she died in 1985. And I said, you know, this is my commitment. Is this not the golden rule? Is this not what everybody can do? It takes away nothing from anyone. It takes away nothing from anyone. It gives to everyone. And so I've simply correlated what she said into how to physically prove its science and psychosocially apply it within the model of leadership. So you have been a wonderfully kind audience. I hope that you've really enjoyed and learned something about aloha and Auntie Pilahi. So when you next hear someone say aloha to you, understand the depth of what it is, and when you say it to someone else, understand the depth of what you are saying to them, how you value them, how the essence of divine is within you and with them. Mahalo nui loa, aloha.
Thank you.